AIDS Healthcare Foundation, Michael Weinstein, and AHF Board of Directors Chair, Cynthia Davis.
Welcome, everybody. I'm told I clean up pretty good. What do you think? Cynthia?
Hello, good evening. Thank you for being here and supporting us. Tonight, we have the very happy honor of introducing the man of the evening, the recipient of AHF's Lifetime Achievement Award.
I've had the very, very great pleasure in my career of meeting a lot of amazing people. And I'm not easily starstruck. But, and we throw around the term legend a little too easily. But we have the great honor and privilege and pleasure of introducing someone who's truly a legend, an icon, a person not only, and I'll get my notes right here, a three-time Grammy Award winner, a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award winner, an Emmy, a Tony, a Kennedy Center's honor, and a National Medal of Arts honor, but one of the giants of activism across decades, from Martin Luther King Jr. to the struggle against apartheid, to so very, very many things. And I had the great pleasure of meeting Harry Belafonte for the very first time when I was in South Africa in 2001, and we were there to open up our first free HIV clinic in South Africa, in Durban, South Africa. And he was there for the racism conference, which was being held at that very same time. So, and you know, for better or worse, I'm old enough to remember him when he was on at the top of the charts. But anyhow, so before we do the formal introduction of Harry Belafonte, we have a little video for you to see.
My name is Harry Belafonte. I'm an artist, and I'm not a politician. But like most Americans, I have a great interest in the political and the economic destiny of my country.
In the 1950s, Harry Belafonte smashed sales records and race barriers in the world of music.
He was the first artist in the world to sell 1 million albums, the first African-American to win an Emmy Award on U.S. television.
More importantly, he has changed America and the world. He brought Hollywood to the March on Washington in 1963.
I just want to say to you how much we are indebted to my dear and esteemed friend, Harry Belafonte, as we march on the state capitol tomorrow morning.
Harry Belafonte coming out on your side. That was a powerful instrument in itself.
Harry did this over and over and over again.
He has always raised his voice against the dark. For that, we owe him so much.
Just beautiful. We are so grateful to have the opportunity to bestow this award on one so richly deserved.
Without further ado, Mr. Harry Belafonte.
Thank you.
I love you too. It was in 2001 in South Africa that I first met Michael Weinstein. I didn't realize then the reach that he would ultimately have on the global heart and the global mind that awakened so many people to the cause of HIV and AIDS. I have worked with and appeared for many HIV and AIDS institutions and organizations. Many that get the praise of those who do the research and do the work to try to find a cure. But as I was saying before, I was so beautifully interrupted. What I didn't realize then, that the work that Michael was doing in behalf of those who were afflicted by HIV and AIDS was getting into the nitty-gritty of it, getting down into the streets, into the favelas, into the townships, where the disenfranchised and those who were the victims of HIV and AIDS were paying a terrible price for social distancing. Nobody wanted to hear the word. Nobody wanted to respond to the fact that there was so much confusion and so much conflict on how to interpret this unfortunate plague that struck the human family. But Michael stayed the course. And with the AIDS Foundation, he has given to us an opportunity to continue to serve until we have found a cure and eventually a vaccine that will obliterate this terrible disease. I think his choice, that this lovely young woman who tells me that she isn't going to be around, shows his good taste in selecting her as the director of the foundation. Congratulations, Michael. We just met, but it's not the last time we will be serving together. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have shown up here tonight to celebrate Carmen and all the great artists who will be performing. I am deeply honored by the gifts that they bring and the songs that they sing. I'm greatly honored for the award. I would like to extend one word of caution. In a few months, I will be 90 years old. I'm glad to say I'm looking better than Sidney Poitier. He'll never forgive me. But I must tell you, fellow citizens, neighbors, sons, daughters, brothers, husbands, wives, one of the worst times that this nation has ever faced is still in its future. We have a man who will take over the responsibility of leading this great nation, and it is the expectation that many of us have that he will lead us into a life of pain and anguish. His decisions on many things will have a deep and abiding effect on people who are poor, on people who are of African descent, and people who are in need of compassion and caring. This president will bring none of that to the table. Never before, with the civil rights movement and with Paul Robeson and all the things that have been done in life, with working with Nelson Mandela and all the people who have worked for great causes for the human family, our true test will come in January when Donald Trump takes over the office of president. We must be vigilant. We must stand strong. We must not let what he represents prevail. We can beat him and beat them, and we will. Thanks to Michael and the AIDS cause, thank each and every one of you very much. And to all the artists again, I say thank you for this honor. Thank you.